27-yard line. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's Young on first down. Setting up the screen here, this is Walker. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Looking to throw, Young. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Young now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. That was not an easy one to hold on to. To throw for it on 4th. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Throwing, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the Bucs and Saints expected to possibly be the two to slug it out for the NFC South title in 2022. The Saints have had the Bucs number pretty much since the arrival of Tom Brady, at least in the regular season. They're 4-0 against Tampa Bay the last two seasons in the regular season. But remember, when Tampa won the Super Bowl, they did defeat New Orleans en route to that title.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Saints had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game? Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Garoppolo. It's caught. Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. Here's Walker.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Adafe always so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
On second and goal, Garoppolo.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Drew knocks this one through the post,
and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. Jones forced out to his left. And he's got Dorsett complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Phillip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The object there was to get the ball to him on a quick slant, see if he could get loose and take one the distance. But the defense was prepared, and incompletion results.
Garoppolo's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo looking deep for Adams. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, they were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, Dorsett.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Jones on third down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive to extend their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Slot man moves right.
On second down, it's Walker. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And Walker's somebody who just impresses you every time he steps on the field. He's a guy who was the Walter Camp and Doak Walker Award winner his final collegiate season behind a 1,600-yard campaign. 300 carries or more, that wouldn't be unexpected in his first season in the NFL.
Garoppolo on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Garoppolo looks to throw. Buying time to his left.
He completes this to Walker.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Garoppolo. The quick slant caught. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Walker, touchdown, Buccaneers. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Garoppolo looking to throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Steps away to his left.
Man open is board. It's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Devin Funches, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.